Update the outcome of the Edo State Governorship
Judgment
Court
by
judgment
the
today,
appeal court.
the 29th of May, 2025.
Clearly, the appeal was dismissed. Do we agree with the judgment? Of course not. We think even the judges in their, especially when they started talking, taking out their eyes from what they wrote, you could see some elements of bias in what they were saying. However, we would request that our members stay calm. We will get the CTC. The lawyers will advise. The lawyers will go through it. We will go through it. And nothing stops us from heading to the Supreme Court. And there are so many grounds for the appeal to the Supreme Court. So finally, we wish to tell our members, let the hope keep.
So it's right to say you're appealing the judgment?
We are appealing the judgment.
Thank you very much.
Your name, sir?
I'm Anthony Azegbe, Chairman PDP.
Yes, we are happy today that the cross appeal of the governor of Edo State was upheld, and the appeal of the petitioners were thrown out.
As a PDP.
PDP, the petitioner, the petitioners, and the appellants. Their appeal was thrown out, and the cross petition of the governor was upheld. And in the decision of the unanimous decision of the appeal court today, they enumerated a lot of issues and said, how can a petitioner say that an election should be nullified? One breath. In another breath, they are saying that they should be declared the winner. And that it was a mere academic exercise. And so the appeal was dismissed on the merits. And I said it before this time that the issue of beavers were mainly, they came and dumped beavers at the tribunal. Yes. Though the tribunal at their wisdom were admitted, but the Court of Appeal, in the cross appeal of the governor, they upheld the cross appeal and threw away those beavers as lacking many, and they threw them away.
Thank you.
We're happy today. Thank you. Stevie Okoro.
What's the barrister?
State legal advisor, APC Edo State.
We saw the erudition with which the Court of Appeal dismissed the appeal against the tribunal judgment of 2nd April against the Edo State Governorship election. Now, we now have a double victory. Governor Monday Okpewolo has again been victorious in this appeal. And the Court of Appeal has aptly captured it by saying that their petition in the first instance lacked merit, as they did not prove their case of overvoting and no compliance with the Electoral Act. It means at this point in time, even though another window is still open to the Supreme Court, the two lower courts now have currently heard that the election of Governor Monday Okpewolo is unassailable and upheld at this point in time. It's victory for Edo State, it's victory for the All Progressive Congress, and it's victory for democracy in Edo State. Thank you very much. Dr. Samson Usagi, Attorney General.
First and foremost, I want to thank God Almighty that made this possible. And I also want to thank the Court of Appeal for their in-depth judgment today. This is not a news to us in Edo. But Edo people voted for Monday Okpewolo-led administration. And all these distractions would have been avoided. But at this point, I want to call on my elder brother, Asuen Godalo, to embrace this judgment. And let's come together as one family to develop Edo. That's what we stand for. But I will not stop without congratulating my principal, the executive governor of Edo State, as Senator Monday Okpewolo, and the amazing people of Edo who voted for us. Congratulations to all of you, and God bless you all.
So, to say the truth, I wasn't expecting a different result, a different judgment from what was passed in 2nd of April 2025 from the appeal court. Because a situation where you have the president and the APC, who are also the judiciary, you don't expect a different result, that judgment will go a different way in this Edo matter. A state where that is faced with so much insecurity at the moment in 2025, and the governor in 2025 is already campaigning for the president for 2027. That is to tell you how, as if that is a trace of how the judgment was overturned, or how the judgment was being, how was the judgment was being cajoled. So you don't expect judgment to go against Okpebholo, who is already campaigning for the president already. The president who also came in the same biased manner. So you don't expect judgment to go a different way. It's such a pity that the Edo people will have to live with this for maybe a period of 4 years. It's so yeah. Edo people just need to cope that this is what we are going to live for. What I order is different from what I receive. This is what we are going to live for. So it's such a pity. Yeah, it's such a pity. So let's see how this kind of the administrative, his own style of administrative system that is implementing, how it's going to favor the Edo people. We already see how bad it has turned, but let's see how the Edo people will survive for the next, I think, 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see how we will survive. It is well.